July 4th on this extended holiday weekend. We're taking a look outside this morning over Golden, Colorado from Lookout Mountain. They're a beautiful day right now. It'll be back with your forecast in a couple of minutes on a little rougher look in 4th of July.
Cognitive behavioral therapy given to new moms by their peers may help prevent future psychiatric illnesses in their children. A new study looked at that impact that therapy has on those mothers and infants when given by those who had received it themselves and recovered from postpartum depression. To bring a little bit more context to this study, 9 News parenting expert Dr. Cheryl Ziegler joins us this morning. Good morning, Dr. Ziegler.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about what was discovered in this research.
Yeah, this is really exciting. It was a Canadian study, and what they did was they decided we're going to train women who have been through postpartum depression and are in recovery. They gave them like a 2.5-day training and put them in, you got into a trial. Either you were having symptoms as a new mom and you got immediate training, you got immediate therapy, or they waited 9 weeks and then they got therapy. And they really found that the group of new moms who had that peer kind of therapy that had it immediately once they had symptoms showed vast improvements. And then their infants, they were hooked up to EEGs and ECGs and really watching their heart rates, and they were better regulated.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is incredible because especially here on 9 News Mornings, we are no stranger to the topic of postpartum depression. So for a lot of people, they're seeing this as breakthrough research.
Absolutely. I mean, even for me who follows these things, we don't have, not on a large scale here in our country, this notion that we'll train peers and that peers, can do this kind of model. I mean, we see it in AA and NA and those kinds of ways, but they don't get professionally trained. So it's a really interesting, scalable, low-cost idea that needs a lot more research behind it.
So what does it say, though, about that non-trained peer training or whatever, the non-professional peer treatment, I guess?
Well, the research alluded to that too and said that there's a lot of people that just feel more comfortable going to somebody else who's maybe more like a layman but has been in their shoes, that they feel they're very relatable. And so that's very exciting. So
are we going to see more of this, do you expect?
I don't know. Of course, like everything, the funding.
Right, yes.
It's all about the funding. So, that's sort of the way this research was funded through a nonprofit organization that's interested in the future of children.
Right.
And so, we need more of that. But it's very promising for somebody like me who's seeing this mental health crisis and seeing the shortage of therapists. We are still very much in a shortage of therapists. The demand is just too high. This is extremely exciting. I love it. It was in a group format. So it's group, it's layman, it's fairly short term and high results, which is exactly what we want.
Now, I know you mentioned postpartum depression, but what about like anxiety and depression? Could it work for things like that as well?
I'm not sure if we know yet.
Okay, so we still got some work to be done
I think
here,
so. For me, at least, and I really try to track research around topics that I follow, this is very exciting. This is like pushing the envelope.
Right. No, for real, yes.
So I'm not sure about other ones, but I'm happy they started with postpartum depression because I felt like it was like a twofer. If you can better regulate your child, and I just want to emphasize, having a baby who's better regulated, which means they can soothe themselves, what they're saying is that in that critical period of time, that leads to lifelong changes in the way that you deal with dysregulation and future potential mental health issues. So it's very exciting.
We're happy. This is a good place to start. So we'll take that for now and keep seeing it progress a little bit more. Dr. Ziegler, thanks for being with us. This is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's get checking your forecast now with that.